Hello, my name is Caleb Schneider, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to talk to you about what I learned in Boy Scouts over the years. On the left side, you'll see a fleur-de-lis, which is the Boy Scout symbol, and that's their motto, be prepared. Uh, the first skill that I learned was time management. There's a lot of ranks that you have to meet in a time limit, so you have to learn time management very quickly to be able to reach the final rank, which is a Eagle Scout. Um, it takes about a minimum of 18 months to earn Eagle Scout, but more realistically, it's about 36 months, about 3 years to earn it. The average age that a Boy Scout will earn the Eagle Scout Award is 17. Once you hit 18, you're too old and you can't earn it anymore. So it's very close to the time limit. Um, a great place to finish a lot of requirements in a short amount of time is summer camp. It is about 2 weeks long, uh, but in those 2 weeks, you learn more than the rest of the year. Um, and also, it is a great place just to have fun because there's a lot of high adventure stuff like rock climbing or whitewater rafting. Um, there is also that is also where I learned I could do so much more than what I set my goals at. I just wanted to learn how to swim a bit better, but by the end of it, I was able to do a mile swim, which takes a little over an hour. So I was very proud of myself for that. To pay my way to summer camp, it's about $200. So I sold popcorn. Um, if you sold about 2,000 in popcorn, you could pay your way to summer camp. Over all my years of popcorn selling, I earned about $10,000. So this taught me how to be a fairly well salesman. Uh, Now, a lot of boys try to be an Eagle Scout, but very few reach it. Only about 1.5% of Boy Scouts will reach the final rank of Eagle Scout. So being able to reach this really sets people apart, and it looks really nice on a resume. One of the requirements to earn Eagle Scout is to be in a position of leadership. I was able to be a senior patrol leader for my troop. This means that I was the top leader. I planned all the meetings and stuff like that. My first camp out as the senior patrol leader, some boys were acting up and we needed to get something done. So I yelled at them. And this is when I found very quickly I'm not the boss of these boys, but a leader. I'm here to guide them. And yelling would not work with them. And I quickly found out it doesn't really work with anyone. Um, these are not my minions to control, but my peers that I am here to help guide them to learn skills that I have already learned, to help them set goals and then keep on track to reach those goals. The big requirement to earn Eagle Scout is the Eagle Scout project. You have to plan it, lead people, uh, raise money, and it also has to help someone. It has to benefit someone. My project was to build a memorial for fallen soldiers of my town. Uh, the plaques look a lot like the ones you see here. The reason why I did this was I saw a soldier named Sergeant Kurt Owens who died in combat 2 years ago. I never heard of him, and that didn't sit well with me. Thought he deserved a lot more than that, so this project was inspired by him. Uh, this is where the skill I learned from selling popcorn helped me a lot. I needed about $250 for the project, but I was able to raise about $500. I even got a few companies to help fund this project. The extra money that I had left over from the project went to Folds of Honor. I would love it if everyone took the time after this video to look at what Folds of Honor is. It gives money and scholarships to families that have a loved one that had a loved one hurt or killed in combat. Um, the name comes from the 13 folds of a flag that they do before they hand the flag over to the family. One of the biggest things I learned while doing this project was, well, to be prepared. Um, I know it's the Boy Scout motto, but I didn't really learn what it meant until after this project. It doesn't mean, bring everything with you just in case something goes wrong. It means things will go wrong, and you just have to deal with them and keep going. The other thing I learned on this project was how to say no. One, note to myself, I wanted a much larger project, but I didn't have the time or the money to do that. The other is no to others. Um, Everyone wanted to tell me, how things could have been better or what I was doing wrong. I mean, I would listen to some of them, and then other ones I would just have to say, honestly, I believe I'm right on this one. We're going to keep with my design. This is my project. That was hard to tell adults that. Um, like I said earlier, the project was inspired by Sergeant Kurt Owens. This is a picture of him. I was glad I was able to meet his family and learn a lot about him. He was a great man. He is one of the few people in my life I would consider a role model, and he's the only role model in my life that I haven't met in person. Uh, he joined the Army because he saw a TV ad about the Army needing more men, so he signed up that month. He joined when he was overweight. He was about 300 pounds, but at the end of it, he would get the Cycler Award, which is the top honor through boot camp. What I valued most about the time in scouting is learning what a leader is, and finding out that I enjoyed being one. I don't know if I ever want to be a boss, but I definitely know I want to be a leader for people. Again, this was Caleb Schneider, and it was about what I learned in Boy Scouts, and I hope I can take what I learned in scouting and use it in my everyday life and even in my new job as a game designer. Again, thank you for watching.